So this was something that was adopted working with our SEAL brothers. They had an incident with one of their guys getting shot in the femoral. So they adopted this position, they shared it with us, and has its time and its place for sure. But now we're gonna shoot on the outside of this one and the outside of that one. So right side and left side, I'll give you 2 demos. The intent behind this is when we get into a lunging position, although a little bit unorthodox from what we worked on yesterday in relation to a ballistic barrier, this one we're going to be a little bit offset. And the idea behind this was if something is going to take either a ricochet or a straight on bullet, it's the outside of the leg, less, I mean, it's still going to suck, don't get me wrong, but we're thinking like less about the femoral, okay? So once we get ourselves lined up, we plant that foot at the extent of what the piece of cover has given us. And right now I cannot see that steel plate. So as we lean into it with like a lunging format, the wider the stance, the more difficult it's gonna be. So if we narrow our stance a little bit and then we kind of lunge and we roll, we're only exposing what's necessary to see that plate. Now barrel sight relationship, I'm gonna give myself just a little bit more, only because of respect of that 2.5 inches of the red dot. Right, but that's an idea to think about exposing only what's necessary. And if we're going to take a bullet anywhere, it's still going to suck, but less probable chance that, remember we talked about yesterday about regaining balance. If we run into this, yeah, we can still shoot, but there's a portion of vitals that are exposed. Okay, so we'll try that one out. If you guys come on the left-hand side, we get into a full switch, get ourselves in this position. So right now I cannot see that steel plate. And lean into it a little bit, give myself just a little bit of a roll to be effective. Once I pick it up, we hit it. Another option is if we're in a half switch, half switch, is maybe now we use the support. So switching the feet, so only what's exposed is necessary, but now we use a little bit of support from that thing that we're trying to shoot behind. So that's an option as well. For us with smaller arms, might want to choke up on the gun. So if we're in a half switch, choke up on the gun. That way we're stable. Manipulate the safety selector. We're using that barrier as a bit of a support as an option, right? It's awkward. We're not going to be there for a long time, but I understand where it came from and they shared it with us based on real-time experience.